Hi, everybody. It's Thursday, so yes, it's United Way Day again.
Yes, we're back.
We're back. We're back. Of course, my friend here, Casey. Excuse me, I'm losing it. Casey Vincent, who is the director here of Rockingham County's United Way. And we're kicking off.
We are. Tonight is our special 30-minute kickoff. We hope people have tuned in to watch us to learn all about the United Way. We have some special guests that are going to be coming up later to talk, and we're really excited.
We are excited, but we want to get you started here with a little bit of an introduction of things that we want to talk about. And one of the things we want to do is tell them about our pace setters.
Absolutely. We are very fortunate this year. We have 2 pace setters for Rockingham County's United Way. First is Williams Transco Gas Pipeline.
Woohoo! Thank you, guys. Yeah.
They were one of our Super Platinum Award winners last year. They had kicked off back in August for their campaign. And on a side note, they are also having their golf tournament that benefits the United Way of Rockingham County again this year, so thank you for that. Our other pace setter is UNC Rockingham, which is the hospital in Eden.
Yes.
Very excited to have UNC Rockingham on board.
Formerly Moorhead, for those of you who may not remember.
Yes, formerly Moorhead. But they kicked off their campaign yesterday, right under the wire, to be a pace setter. So
Awesome.
Thank you to the ladies and gentlemen that work at UNC Rockingham.
That is so fantastic. Also, we want to remind everybody about the Williams Golf Tournament.
Absolutely. It will be Friday, October the 5th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can come out to the Monroeton Golf Club. We'll have a tent set up. Any donations that are brought in person that day are matched by Williams. So it is a great opportunity to double your dollars in your gift to the United Way.
You know, folks, even if you're not a golfer, come out there. I do it every year, and I'm not a golfer.
2 minutes of your time,
Right.
and if for any reason it's raining or you don't want to get out of the car, all you got to do is wave, and I will come to the car
Right.
to get your donation. We make it as easy as possible, but we have a tent set up right there next to the clubhouse, and just come on by 5-10 minutes. Longer if you would like. We have agency reps there that you can talk with. We have like a little game. We have a putting contest. So there are some things
Yeah.
you can do. But come on out, please, and double your dollars.
Absolutely. This is your prime time. You know, if you can only donate $5, guess what? That becomes 10. If you can do 100, that becomes 200. You know, I mean, just imagine making those dollars stretch so much further.
Yes, it really does.
And
It's very important.
it is so important. And I can't see my notes, and I know there's one more thing we're supposed to talk about right now.
There is. We would also like to talk about the United Way itself in Rockingham County is a franchise. You got to think of United Ways that way. Our board of directors live and work here in Rockingham County. All decisions are made here in Rockingham County based on what our community and our citizens need. We don't send money off anywhere else, but in return, we really don't get money back from anywhere else.
No.
The only dollars that leave Rockingham County are due to donor designations. So, for example, if someone worked at UNC Rockingham and lived in Virginia, then they can designate their dollars to go back to maybe the Martinsville United Way.
Right.
And we honor those designations. But otherwise, the dollars stay in Rockingham County, and it's really important for people to realize that and understand that. You see things all the time on social media, on Facebook, about United Ways and different agencies and where the dollars go. Before you make a decision about whether or not to donate somewhere, you need to contact that local group and talk with them, because the reality is our dollars do not leave Rockingham County.
They don't. You know, we've always talked about this. 98% of the dollars raised right here in our county stay right here in our county. That other 2% is for your franchise fees and all the other things and licensing that are a must to be a United Way.
That's correct. And when we talk about that much money staying here, people need to realize that includes money that we may spend. For example, the United Way T-shirts that you see on us tonight.
We're all sporting them
Thank you very
tonight.
much.
Thank you.
Are actually purchased through Gildan.
Right.
Okay, well, Gildan has a huge distribution center in Eden. That's who we do business with. When we do have an event, we may have Debbie's cater something, or we move that around. We may have Sweet Revenge cupcakes somewhere.
Right.
We use Right Printing. Thank Bob Adams Florist tonight for the balloons. They actually donated them.
Thank you, Bob Adams Florist.
Thank you, Bob Adams Florist. But we keep our dollars here, even the ones that we do have to spend.
Yeah. So, folks, the dollars, the monies, they're rolling around the county, whether it be through the partnering agencies and the services they provide, or to our local businesses.
Absolutely.
So it keeps the wheels turning.
It does.
It does. All right, Casey, I'm going to ask Keenan, I knew I was going to do it wrong, to come up. And this is Keenan Settle. And Keenan is with the 4-H here in Rockingham County. And I guess you know Miss Morgan Manis, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
Yes, she is. She's one of our favorites here at Star News. Well, you've been in summer camp this summer, right?
Yes, I've done quite a few things with 4-H this summer.
Well, tell the folks out there what you've done.
Well, I went to Citizenship Focus, Youth Summits, 4-H Congress, and Youth Voice.
There you go.
Yes.
As that little voice comes into our ears back there. Well, tell us, what did you feel like you accomplished by going and doing all of these things this summer?
Well, I met some really great people. Like, I met with our state legislators and county commissioners. And 4-H has ultimately taught me how to, be a better person.
And folks, I want you to give big kudos to this young man, because this is a tough thing to do. Come up here, and he didn't know what I was going to ask him. He kind of had an idea, but he didn't know what I was going to ask him. So apparently all of this stuff you did this summer is really helping, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Tell me about the scholarship program, because that's part of what the summer camp was, and you earned some scholarship dollars, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
How does that help you?
Well, I have to pay for it.
You don't have to pay for it. Well, there you go. I like that answer. That's a good answer. What else would you like to tell folks about 4-H and how the United Way dollars help?
Well, 4-H and the United Way are really great programs, and I'm just thankful that United Way supports us.
Thank you, Keenan. Did I get it right that time?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's bring up Miss Tara Farges. Tara is going to talk to us about funds distribution. Come this way just a little bit, Miss Tara. So, funds distribution, that's a biggie, because that's where your dollars are held accountable. So let's talk about that. Tell me how you got involved in doing funds distribution.
Okay, well, I work for First Citizens Bank, and I've been there for 14 years, and throughout my entire career there, I have been a supporter of the United Way. Once I was moved to the Eden office, I was able to volunteer for the Funds Distribution Committee. That group, they get together a couple of times throughout the campaign season. It's a group of citizens, some board members, but most of us aren't board members.
I did it myself last year.
We go around we meet, we're given a list of agencies and the programs that we support, which there's 17 agencies and 31 programs. And then we're set loose on the county to go and visit. We stop in a couple of times and make sure that the programs are running the way they are supposed to be running. The funds that are donated to them are being used appropriately. And we check for any discrepancies or anything that we really like, and we hear the success stories, and we talk to the administrators and the directors of those programs. And then we report back to each other, and we give reports on what we saw and what we liked, and then we vote on how the funds that are being raised through this campaign will be designated and who is going to get how much, what percentage that they ask for.
And some of the things you're looking for is, are they reporting on time? Are they following the rules according to what they asked for or asked the money for? There we go. That's a bad sentence, but
Yeah.
I think we got the point. Because they have to write these grants. They have to ask for things. And when they do, they ask for a specific program. So if they're not using those dollars for the program, that's where you may have a problem, right?
Right, that's right. And we have a contract in place, rules that they have to follow in
Right.
order to benefit from the United Way dollars. So we just oversee all of that.
Do you ever have to just go in and see someone without letting them know, or can you do that?
You can make surprise visits. There are some situations dealing with, because we have student health centers,
Sure.
Help Incorporated. Some programs we may not be able to stop in for privacy notices, but a lot of them we are able to just stop in and see what's going on, or just give them a heads up that we may be coming by sometime in the next couple of days.
Yeah, that's kind of a biggie, that they need to know that you're going to show up, but there are some programs that you just need to walk in and see it for yourself,
Right.
unannounced.
Yes, and we've had a couple of situations like that, and our agencies, for the most part, well, all of them, they all do an excellent job, and we haven't had any problems.
I think they do, for the most part, like you say. It pretty much is. They're all following the rules, they're all doing what we ask of them, and therefore they get their dollars.
Yes.
I think, to me, the hardest part would be if all the dollars were not raised that you'd hoped to raise, is who gets cut and how you distribute all that money.
Right. And it is a hard decision to make, but we've been fortunate that we've been able to give people at least what they expect, if not what they ask for.
Right.
Right.
Well, Tara, thank you. I think we have Mr. B.J. Case coming up, and B.J. is the board chair for Rockingham County Hospice, or Hospice of Rockingham County.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to talk to B.J. First, let's talk about why you're involved with hospice.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's turn around so the camera can see your lovely face.
Absolutely. I became involved with hospice just a couple years ago. I was approached about being on their board, and I just started serving as a general board member, and then this fiscal year I'm serving as the chairman of their board of directors.
Well, recently you had needs of hospice for yourself
Yes,
and your
ma'am.
family.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us how that helped you?
Yes, ma'am. My grandmother, 88 years old, lifelong resident of Rockingham County. We needed comfort care, and I'm very thankful that Hospice of Rockingham County was able to help us as a family. Tremendous job that they do, and it would not be possible without the support of the United Way and those that support United Way. Hospice for 31 years has never turned anyone away that was not insured or underinsured, and they provide just an invaluable service to our county. My grandmother did pass away, and it's a very difficult situation for us and our family, but we are very thankful that she passed away there. It's a beautiful place with 24-hour nurses, very clean, and she died with some dignity, and we're very thankful.
And had you not been able to pay, or maybe not been able to pay, would they have turned her away?
No. As I said, Hospice for 31 years has never turned away anyone, and it's because of private donors and the help of the United Way that we're able to do that.
So United Way dollars really work for hospice.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
BJ, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Debbie.
All right. And up next, I do believe, is Chief Hassel, who is kind of off to the side, and there he comes. Chief Hassel is the chief of the Reidsville PD, as our camera guy. Go on up, because I can't see his head yet. That's okay. Chief, we'll just put us on the widescreen over there. I mean, you're not even on the widescreen.
So did I come down?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Well, let's talk about why you support United Way.
When I was first approached to be on the board with United Way, I just saw this as a great opportunity for me to continue to make a difference in our community, because I know United Way has a huge impact on many lives across Rockingham County, and I thought being a part of that board and helping to do that would be a great opportunity for me as a person. And I know the difference and the impact they have on our community.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit about me, you heard of Keenan earlier with 4-H. I remember in my home county,
Right.
that 4-H was one of the few programs we had in the Boy Scouts of America. Those programs were all some kids like me had.
Right.
And those programs made a difference in my life and kept me on the straight path. And I do know made a difference that got me where I'm at today.
Well, exactly. You're now the chief of police.
Exactly.
So, and you could have been on the other side.
I surely could have. And I don't think sometimes citizens understand the impacts, the programs that United Way supports, how much of an impact it has on a young person or an adult's life
Right.
that makes a difference. And that's what we're all about. United Way is all about making a difference in our community, and that's why I wish everybody in Rockingham County, everyone watching this broadcast, please support United Way. If you want to make a difference in someone else's life, like you heard a story about the family who used the hospice services,
Right.
or you heard Keenan and how the value he got from being in the summer program with 4-H,
Right.
and the difference it made in my life growing up as a young male that didn't have very much going up, and here I am now, a police chief of a large size city. This is a program, this is an organization, United Way, that you can do that by making a donation, no matter how big or how small that donation may be. It will make a difference in someone's life, and this is the organization to make that donation.
And I love the way you said that, because if everyone in Rockingham County donated $5, just $5, think how many dollars that would be. There's around, 93,000 people in Rockingham County?
You're exactly right, Miss Debbie. And to know, and they said it earlier, the money you donate to our United Way of Rockingham County stays in Rockingham County. So knowing that every dollar that's donated here stays here, and it's going to serve and it's going to benefit a group or organization in Rockingham County. So I think you can't say any more. That's the reason why you should donate here.
Well, one of I am really glad that you brought up things like 4-H and Boy Scouts and those type organizations, because a lot of times people say they think of needing help with their heat or electricity or those kinds of things. But what they don't realize is there are so many programs and services involved with United Way that serve everyone.
You're exactly right. And those programs are needed here too. And United Way helps support those. Those who are in need, those funds from those particular groups that United Way give funds to is able to provide that assistance, whether it's for a heating bill or fan in the summer or something. But, from a law enforcement perspective, I see those needs. But also I see the needs of our youth in our community.
Yeah.
So all the youth programs that I know United Way helps to support, I understand, because I'm a product of youth programs that United Way has sponsored and supported over the years. It makes a difference.
Yes, it does. It makes a huge difference. And I think it gives us a better community and a better citizenship.
You're exactly right. Couldn't have said it better. Because I understand, the importance of a quality of life. And, we have a great quality of life here in Rockingham County, but, United Way helps make it better. And
Yes, it does. For everyone.
For everyone. So I only can encourage everyone who's looking at this broadcast, who may see it now live or see it later, please reach out to the Rockingham County United Way. Make a small donation, even if it's just $5. Every dollar helps. Every dollar makes a difference.
Thank you, Chief. You're awesome. All right, it's time for Casey to come back up here. And we have a few things to wind down on. And we've moved through this faster than I ever expected us to.
Well, you and I could talk forever.
Yes, we could. As you guys out there know, Casey and I could probably do a whole half hour by ourselves. But one of the things I wanted to talk about, and folks, just bear with me a second. I am picking up my notes. I've got old eyes and I can't see them all the way down there on the floor. But one of the things we wanted to talk about were the 3 reasons why you give through
the United Way.
Through the United Way. We know a lot of you out there make donations to different places and different things. But why should you make your donations actually through United Way? And those are real important reasons.
Well, first, I never discourage anyone from supporting any agency.
I know.
Buy the raffle tickets, go to the comedy dinners, support all of our local agencies because they need every dollar they can get, even more than what we can give them.
Sure.
But 3 reasons when the opportunity arises to also support through the United Way. First and foremost, raising money costs money.
Yes.
And when we can raise dollars and give them to agencies where they are not having to spend any money to put on the comedy dinner or print the raffle tickets, that's always a good thing. So that's first and foremost. It saves them money when you can give through us as well. Second, a lot of our agencies apply for federal, state, and private grants. And on these grant applications, there are sections that say, show us community support for your program or service with oversight. That's what we provide.
Right.
Because if you as an individual write a check to hospice or to 4-H, you don't go back to them and say, now show me how you spent that money.
No, and that's one of the crucial things, folks.
And that's exactly what we
Yeah.
do. They have to turn in quarterly reports. We see their budgets. We see their financials. We go see the programs in action. So we know those dollars are being spent. So therefore, those agencies can take our donations and use that, showing community support, and sometimes get what we've given them doubled or tripled,
Right.
or even quadrupled, depending on the percentage of the grant they're applying for. So it's really important, the larger dollar amounts that we can give them help them get more money. And the third reason to kind of always support through us is we know which agencies need money where.
Right.
And we can help, we can bring all those little $5 gifts, every dollar counts, but we can put those $5 gifts together and fund programs like 4-H. They're scholarship dollars. And we talk about it because there's some agencies, and all of our agencies are deserving, but there are some agencies that are more well-known than others. Hospice, Salvation Army, Help Incorporated, they get dollars coming in on their own fundraising. Some of our smaller agencies may not.
Yeah.
4-H, Associates in Christian Counseling, who provide free counseling services for substance abuse and family counseling. There's other programs, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Put a book in the hands of a child from birth to age 5 every month. We fund that. You know, we're one of their funders. So there's agencies, programs out there that really we know about that we can help spread the wealth around. So those are the three main reasons to give through the United Way.
You know, and you and I especially have talked about grants because I write them, she writes them, because they're not totally dependent upon the community giving either. You have to write grants.
We're proud to say that we spend as little money as possible on our own operations.
Right.
So when I write grants, it's typically, if we were just awarded one through Home Trust Foundation, so thank them, we were awarded dollars to update our computer equipment. I mean, we need computers and software programs to run our operations.
Sure.
And so through a grant with them, we were able to purchase new equipment and updated software programs so that no admin budget money was spent on computer equipment. So we are fiscally responsible. We do the best we can to
With
try
the least amount, let me tell
least
you.
amount of money. I mean, we've laughed. I'm a one-woman show.
Yes, she is.
I'm the one full-time employee for the United Way. Now, we do have part-time assistants, and I greatly appreciate everything they do for us, Ms. Hazel McCann and Madonna Pendleton. But I'm the full-time employee. So we are fiscally responsible. We cut costs where we can, and I apply for grants that help cover expenses that we would incur for campaigning.
And that's another thing, folks out there want to see where their dollars are spent. They forget that for us to be working and doing these things, we have to keep the lights on, the utilities, you know, gas in the car.
I volunteer a lot of my time, but not all of it. So,
Not all of it. So, you know, when we talk about overhead, that's such a minute part of her budget, but she has to have it. So she knows about writing those grants herself. All right, let's talk about the upcoming campaigns.
We are gearing up for Rockingham County School Systems to kick off, so we're very excited about that. They will be hosting their Rocking Jingle Bell 5K. It's a long title, but it's a great run.
It's a great run.
They do it every year to benefit Rockingham County United Way. It's held over in Eden behind UNC Rockingham Hospital. It usually starts in the parking lot at Osborne and runs the neighborhood. And what's different about this 5K is, first of all, it's done at dusk. It's done at night. During Christmas time, it will be held in December. Now, all the neighborhood decorates for Christmas. So it is a beautiful run. We also have the different schools in the county participating through bands will come, the band will come and play, or a chorus at a middle school will come and sing. You know, we have games and some hot chocolate and different things for the people to come out and participate. And this is a great run for us. So again, the schools are getting ready to kick off. I am in touch with a couple of different organizations, and I don't announce them till I have dates. But we do have some other campaigns that we're getting ready to gear up and head towards.
We're all pumped. We're ready. This is the kickoff tonight for the 2018-2019 United Way campaign. And I hope you've noticed on the bottom of the screen, Together, United. And that's what it takes, folks. All of us working together to unite our dollars to make a big difference in Rockingham County.
Absolutely making a difference. And to touch on something that Chief said a few minutes ago, I do want people to understand we do service, of course, the programs of people in need or in crisis with utility assistance and those type things. We absolutely service the youth programs to bring in character building programs and things for our youth. But we also fund rescue squads. And I always point them out separately because that is the one group that everybody in the county relies on. Yes. And they are funded through the United Way. Now, they do, yes, have a contract with the county to try and help act as backup for EMS, but it's very small, and it is not a large part of their budget at all. So they count on our dollars to keep their equipment updated, to have that ability to keep training. One of the things we pay for them is the training of their volunteers, and they are volunteer based. Our rescue squad members are not paid employees, with one exception. Madison Mayadan Rescue now runs one bus for the county 24/7, or Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and that is one paid employee. But all the rest are volunteer, so they work full-time jobs on their own time and then come in and volunteer as rescue squad members. So I think it's important that be pointed out. That's an agency, or agencies, 3 of them, that everybody in the county utilizes. And we talk about we're here for all citizens of the county. The programs we run are aimed to try and plug the gap between what's considered poverty and what's considered self-sustainability. Yeah. A lot of our programs and services are there to keep costs down for everybody, whether it be child care, whether it be Meals on Wheels. The programs that we fund and sponsor are there to try and keep costs down for everybody.
Tell the folks out there what the poverty line is and what is considered self-sustainability.
Okay. According to the federal government, $20,160 is the federal poverty line. So anything below that is considered poverty. In Rockingham County, our median household income is $38,126. However, based on a statewide study in Rockingham County, the household self-sustainability for a family of 3, 1 adult and 2 children, is $40,127. So the family of 3 self-sustainability is higher than the median income of Rockingham County.
And on that note, folks, that's why you give. All right, Casey and I will be back. No, I will not be back with Casey next week. She will be here with Mark next Thursday night. But in the meantime, I will see you a couple of weeks from now. Casey, thank you. This has been a fun kickoff. This is a fun way to do it.
Thank you.
So until we see you again next time, I'm Debbie Moore for Star News.